What's up everybody, Simon here. In this video, I wanted to discuss Ocasio Cortez or AOC's Tax the Rich dress at the Met Gala. Now, this was an interesting outfit choice because she is talking about taxing the rich, but at the same time, it was at an event that cost $30,000+ per ticket. So I found that to be very funny. Now, here's a fun fact for all of you watching. Ocasio Cortez actually grew up in a pretty opulent neighborhood. And on top of that, her real name is Sandy.
What's your name?
Sandy.
So before I get into this video and talk to you about why taxing the rich is a horrible idea, and not because we're all greedy or anything like that, but why it limits entrepreneurism, it prohibits people from doing more with their money, and the idea of the government doing better than the private sector is what tax the rich is all about, and I'm against it. So before I get into this video, remember to hit the like button for me, subscribe to my channel, and as always, turn on that notification bell. Comment below what you think about taxing the rich or even paying higher taxes, because that's what this is all about. Once the rich get taxed, the middle class will get taxed and the lower class will get taxed. And I hope that doesn't happen. But let's get into this video. So Ocasio-Cortez wore this white gown with red letters on it that say tax the rich. A lot of people compared it to a Chick-fil-A bag, which was pretty funny. There is somewhat of a comparison, and then there were who wore it better outfits, the Chick-fil-A bag or the Ocasio-Cortez tax the rich. What I found to be kind of hypocritical about the tax the rich outfit was the fact that she was at one of the richest events at the gala. And what was funny about it is people were applauding it or saying, yes, I want to be taxed more, take more of my money.
Oh my God, tax the rich. What a model, AOC. Wow, I didn't know you model as well.
Sucking up to her or kind of applauding what she was doing. It's kind of weird to do that for me, because if you are going into a tax the rich or a rich event and you're telling them that you're going to take more of their money so you could buy these nice expensive outfits yourself as the taxes go back to the government, it just doesn't make sense. So I don't know why people were happy or why they were super excited about her at the event. Now, on top of that, I've looked into this and did my research just a slight bit. And with that, I found out that she makes $175,000 per year, which is definitely not middle class salary. But how can you afford a $30,000 Met Gala ticket, this expensive dress by an expensive designer seeking a lot of attention? This doesn't make any sense to me that she was able to afford going to this gala. It doesn't make sense. Now, the internet had a field day with all these memes about Ocasio-Cortez. She is not a fan favorite for a lot of people because of her extreme socialistic ideas. Sandy was brought up in a very good neighborhood with a great family, I assume. So it just doesn't make sense that she's talking about she feels the pain of the people when she was raised a little bit different with a silver spoon. The memes were just hilarious. The tax the rich comparisons, the comparisons to Chick-fil-A bags, the comparisons of who wore it better on the internet. It threw the internet for a spin. It got her the attention that she wanted, because that's what this is all about, seeking attention, and she got it. And I was just not a fan. So how are the Democrats or Ocasio is planning to tax the rich? Well, they have proposals in the House that would raise $2.1 trillion from the wealthiest people. So they could give that money to God knows wherever it goes. Now, of course, the government has to pay for defense and all these other things. So I do respect and understand that. However, I always felt that if you're for taxes or for higher taxes, you believe the government could do better with your money than the private sector or the individual, which has proven always to be false. With Venezuela, with Russia, with a lot of countries that have some of the highest tax rates, and on top of that have collapsed. So when you go socialistic, every single socialistic country in our time has collapsed and failed with their ideas. I personally believe less taxes because I believe in the individual doing better. So I believe that the individual can do more with their money than the government to better society, not only themselves, themselves or their family, but society. They could create more jobs. They could invent things that would improve everything. They would be able to take care of their employees better because they're not worried about paying these higher taxes, etc. So I believe the individual does better with the money versus the government. Therefore, I am for less taxes. So the government is saying that taxable income of $450,000 or more, or $400,000 unmarried, would be taxed at 39.6%. That is pretty high. Now that's just the federal tax. So if you live in a state like California, you might get hit with another 16.4, I believe, percent they wanted to raise it to. And that is also up there. So that has not passed, I believe, yet. But that just shows that depending on which state you live in, you're going to get hit with another 5 to 10 to 16%. So overall, you could be at a 50% tax bracket. So if you make $1 million a year, half of it goes to federal taxes and state taxes. Now, in defense, Trump's tax plan in 2017 cut it to 37%. So they're raising it another 3% potentially, or close to 3%. So one big problem or one big issue is capital gains tax, which is all your stocks and cryptocurrency and everything else that's counted as a capital gains would be taxed at 25% instead of 20%. Now that is a pretty big jump. However, it's not as big of a jump as we were led to believe. We were scared that they would actually tax us even higher. They wanted to tax us at one point and capital gains tax at 40%, I read on the internet. That is incredible. Can you imagine having a stock and paying a 40% capital gains tax? That is insane. That would wipe out everything that you've gained and almost make investing in the stock market potentially not as profitable as it is today. Now, they want to also apply a 3% surtax to anyone making over $5 million. So they want to tax anyone in that bracket even more. But surprisingly, the funny thing is, Amazon's Jeff Bezos, the world's richest person, guess how much money he made in 1 year or in 2020? Can anybody guess? Comment below and let me know if you think if he made over 500,000, over $1 million, over 5 million, 20 million in salary, 10, whatever. And it's going to surprise you because this is how the wealthy do it with their financial planners. He actually made over $81,000 in 2020 on salary alone. In fact, $81,840 was the exact amount that Jeff Bezos collected from his salary. And his vast fortune grew from all the stocks, equity, etc., which was untaxed based on the way he was filing and moving money around to foundations. So these type of plans really hurt people that don't have financial planning. And that's what I advise you guys to do, is always look up a great financial planner that knows the tax codes very well, because you could work so hard, yet at the same time, just pay your money all to taxes. And it happened to me 1 year. In fact, when I declared a very high income, I was shocked to see how much in taxes I had to pay at the end of the year without actual planning. So for 2021, we are, as a family, my wife and I are doing some great planning and understanding the tax codes better to better our position in the financial sector. So finally, what do I think about taxing the rich? And what do I think about Ocasio Cortez? Ocasio Cortez, not a big fan. She loves attention. It doesn't make sense that she would wear this dress to the gala while mingling with the world's richest people, telling them she's going to take their money. I don't know if she did it as a FU or if she did it as, hey, I'm here, look at me. But overall, bad message at a bad event. I don't like it at all. Not a big fan. Love the memes, okay? I think the Chick-fil-A bag was 1,000 times better looking than Ocasio Cortez in that dress. And I will say Chick-fil-A is delicious. I think taxing the rich is only going to hinder the US economy. It's going to hinder creativity. It's going to make things a lot harder for people who have businesses, entrepreneurs, or anyone out there that is trying to create and give back to their company. Once you raise minimum wages, once you raise taxes, once you make it harder for a business to function, the business has to charge more money from the customer to make up for everything that you're doing to prohibit them from making money. So now the customer pays more. If the customer pays more, they have to earn more money. It's a never-ending loop. And with inflation, things become even harder. And as you guys have seen in my past videos, inflation is on the rise. I predicted it. Foreclosures are now on the rise. I predicted it. So check out my past videos on real estate. it is going to be a big mess. So taxing the rich, bad idea. Let the people keep their money. Let them invest their money. Let them grow their money. Let them be creative. Let them create more jobs, more innovations, and things of that nature. Give back to the community through foundations and know what they want to do with their money versus just giving it to the government and who knows where it goes or how it's spent. A terrible example of government spending is the $85 billion in Afghanistan wars on equipment alone. And what did that leave us with? Nothing. They left all the equipment there, and that's the taxpayers' money. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. 2 thumbs down on taxes. Comment below, let me know what you think. I'll check you guys here in the next video. Don't forget to like this video. It shows some support for me. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll catch you guys here in the next video. Thank you.